What's up, organizers? It's your girl, Her Disorganized Plans, and I am back with another video. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video and giving your girl a try. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It definitely means the world to me and it helps me out so much. Now, in this video, we're actually going to be talking about my new 2022 planner setup. So what we're going to do, we're going to let the intro ride, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you guys some more about it. All right? Alright, so in this video, like I stated before, this video will be about my new 2022 planner setup. I did make a video about my planner setup for 2022 a few months ago, but I decided to change things up going forward for the rest of the year. And I'm super excited to share it with you guys because why? Your girl made this planner by herself from scratch, and I'm super excited about it. The only thing I did not make in this planner are the sticky notes that are in it, the discs, obviously, because your girl can't make those, and then the only thing that I didn't make from a blank sheet was the monthly budget sheet that's in the planner, and you guys will see it. So this will be a 3-part video. The first part will be about me telling you about how I made the planner, like the process and stuff like that. The second part will be showing you bits and pieces of me putting the planner together. And then the third part will be a flip through of the video. I used canva.com to create the planner that I'm going to be showing you. I've spoken about Canva a lot on this channel. It's nothing new on this channel. If you haven't heard about Canva on this channel, I'm super surprised because I talk about it all the time. But for a refresher, for those of you who don't know, Canva comes in 2 different ways. You can get Canva Pro, which is $14.99 a month, or you can use the free version of Canva, which is free $99 a month, aka $0.00. Now, I will say I use the Pro version because I used Canva to create a lot of my free principles and stuff like that that are available on my website at herdisorganizedplans.com. So I'm very familiar with Canva. However, when I tell you using it to create a planner, I had to figure some things out, not even going to lie. But yeah, that's why I created the planner, just in case you wanted to know. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the research that I did when creating this planner, because this planner is a vertical planner and I've never created a vertical layout before. I've done horizontal before, and of course my daily sheets, but as far as a vertical setup, I've never done that. So I had to do a lot of research on like the size of the vertical boxes and stuff like that. I even spoke with another planner babe who was so awesome and helped me out with creating it and stuff like that. So yeah, doing the research was a big thing. And if this is something that you want to do, I definitely recommend you doing the research. It didn't take too much searching to find what I was looking for. All I really did was type into Google size of classic size planner, happy planner block boxes or something like that. And a few blogs came up basically giving me the dimensions and stuff like that of the boxes. So yeah, it wasn't too crazy at all. That wasn't a crazy process at all. Next thing I started doing was research on the monthly boxes because I had no idea what sizes those were. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, when it came to doing research on the monthly boxes, I'm sure the information is out there, but for some reason I couldn't find it. But again, I'm pretty sure it's out there. I'm probably just, but you know, it is out there. But I did get lucky because I did start playing around with those boxes on Canva, and I ended up actually coming up with a size that works and it fits all of my stickers and stuff like that. So that was exciting when I actually put it together and I was actually able to see, oh my God, it fits. So that was another thing. So that was the main reason why I wanted to make sure that my vertical boxes and stuff like that were the correct size, because I do have a lot of stickers from Happy Planner and other shops and stuff like that that specifically fit inside of the classic size boxes. So I definitely wanted to have the measurements correct because I want to be able to still use my stickers. So yeah, hope that made sense. The cover I created on Canva as well, and it took me a little while to try to find like the image that I wanted to use, but once I found it, I was able to kind of like just feed off of that image, the main image that's on the cover of the planner. And I played around with it. I added different accents and stuff like that to the cover of the page and all that jazz. So that was also created on Canva. The next thing that I created was the year at a glance sheet. And for me, the year at a glance is basically just like the months with the lines underneath each month, so I can make notes for upcoming things and events, like real big events that are coming up throughout the year. So I definitely wanted to incorporate that into my planner, and it didn't take long at all. I just really had to make sure everything was spelled correctly and that the lines and stuff were the right distance apart and nothing was crooked. So that didn't take long at all. The yearly calendar, that's basically what I'm going to call it, the yearly calendar. And you all know what that is because most planners, if not all planners, include these in them, which is basically just legit a calendar for the whole year from January to December, and it shows you your days and your dates. So I wanted to create that, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, that took me the absolute longest time to create. Oh my goodness, it took me so long to make that sheet. Because for one, I had to make sure all of my dates were correct under the days. And secondly, I had to make sure all of those numbers lined up and nothing was crooked and nothing was too far over here and nothing was too far down there or up there. Like it was just it was a process. But once I was done, I was able to like take this deep exhale and be like, I'm finished. I'm done. It's over. But yeah, that took a little while. But it came out, and the way it came out, I actually really do love it. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to show you. After getting all of my first initial sheets out of the way, the yearly calendar, the year at a glance, my name page, oh my god, the cover, the back cover, all that stuff. Once I got all of that out of the way, that's when I started working on my monthly calendar. This planner does start in February now. At first it started in March because the way I was kind of looking at it was February is almost over, but we hadn't even hit Valentine's Day yet. So I was kind of like, you know what? No, let me just go on ahead and add in February. So it does start in February. I've been using it so far, and I plan on using this planner up until the end of the year because I really wanted to do a planner that was for me, by me. So yeah. Monthly section wasn't too crazy. Once I actually did like the research and stuff like that and started playing around with the boxes on Canva and different things like that, I was able to put it together. So on the calendar sheet, of course, I have my monthly sheet. Geez, calm down. Let's rewind it. Let's rewind it back. But on my monthly layout, I do have like the dates, the numbers. I do have a section to take notes and stuff like that. Another thing I would not lie about, this part kind of took me a little while as well because again, I had to go in manually one by one, and I had to put the numbers in for that box. And then I was trying to double, triple, and quadruple check to make sure that my dates were correct. Also adding in the holidays of those different months and stuff like that. So that took me a little bit of time. Yeah, it took me a little bit of time to go ahead and try to get everything done as far as the monthly sheet. But once I was done and I actually took a step back and looked at it, I was very pleased with it. So no complaints on that. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, it did take a little bit of time. Weekly layout, again, didn't take too much time. Once I figured out like the sizes of the boxes and I put them together, straighten them up and stuff like that, it wasn't too crazy to get the boxes on the pages and whatnot and get the dimensions right. The thing that took the longest was again adding in the dates. I did not want an undated planner. I really don't like undated planners like that because they don't bother me, but I just kind of would rather have my dates already there because it takes a little bit more time to add dates into the planner. So yeah, I didn't want that. I just wanted to go ahead and take the time to sit and add the dates in individually. That way I could have the planner that I actually wanted and not something to just kind of settle for. So that took a little while. Had to go in and manually add in the days of the week. and then the dates themselves. The days of the week wasn't too bad because once I did it on the first page, like Monday through Sunday, I just went ahead and copied it, and then I put it on each week, each starting up week, and I just kind of kept going from there. And then I just had to go back and add in the actual dates. I will say, and this is just a little tip, if this is something that you want to do for yourself, just go extremely slow with the entire process, because especially if it's a dated planner. If it's an undated planner, then you don't really have too much to worry about because you don't have really anything to put in other than the days of the week and whatnot. But if you're going to make a dated planner, really take your time, make sure that the dates are on the correct days and stuff like that, because you don't want to have a oopsie moment like I did. And I'll show you guys that too. Yes, I had a oopsie moment, a real big oopsie moment. But you don't have an oopsie moment, print out all your sheets, and then you realize that your dates are wrong, because then you're going to be like, oh, I wasted all of this, I wasted all of that. Or you might just be like, well, screw it, we're gonna just cover these things up. So, you know, but just take your time when you are creating your own planner. Go slow, double check, triple check as much as you can. And yeah, that's the best advice that I have. I also went ahead and added a monthly sheet at the back of each month. The reason why I did this was because I don't mind having sections in my planner. In my last planner setup video, you guys already know, I did have sections of my planner because I wanted one planner with everything in it. And that wasn't bad, but I realized that because I switched planners so much that I would lose things, like important things that I really needed to have on hand. If I needed to reference it, I couldn't find it in my budget section, because again, I swapped planners so much. So I was like, you know what, let's just make this easier. Instead of me having to go back and look in different sections of different planners, why not just have it at the end of the month for every month? That way, if I do need to reference it, if there's like, let's say in 2023, if I'm in a new planner, well, when I'm in a new planner, because this ends in December, but when I'm in a new planner and I need to reference something from 2022, I don't have to flip through all of these individual sheets. I could just go to that month and then find what I'm looking for in the budget section. So yeah, I decided to do that. I do have a daily sheet section, and the reason why I wanted to include that was because even though my life is a little bit busy here and there, it's not busy all of the time. So I didn't want to have daily sheets throughout the entire thing. So I went ahead and I used a couple of the daily sheets that are available on my website. I printed those out and I popped them in my planner, and I have a section for my daily sheets. That way, when I do have those really busy days full of different appointments, to-dos, all of that stuff, I can pull the daily sheet out and I can add it within that week if I want to, or I could just keep it in this section and use it as need be. Those are undated, just to let you know. And they are available on my website, like I said. So when you see them, if there's something that you want and you like them, you can absolutely go to my website and print them out for your own planner. One thing that I actually really wanted to do and make sure my planner had was a lot of note sheets. Y'all, I don't know. I felt like a lot of planners that I use, they never had enough note sheets. And of course, with like a disc planner or a ring bound planner or any type of planner where you can add things in, take things out, you can always go and purchase more note sheets. But for me, I really just wanted a planner that already had a bunch of note sheets. I take a lot of notes. I use my note sheets to create grocery lists. I use my note sheets to jot down like confirmation numbers, quick things, you know, if you're on the phone and they be like, do you have a pen and pencil? Like I use my note sheets for those things. So I'm always referencing my note section, and I just felt like there was never enough note sheets. So I made a lot of note sheets to go inside of this planner. So yeah, that was another thing. After everything was done, so after my year at a glance was done, yearly calendar, name sheet, monthly budget sheet, weekly monthly calendar layout, daily sheets, once all of that stuff, no sheets, once all of that stuff was done, I decided to go ahead and make my own dashboards as well, and you will see that in the next part of the video. But I wanted to make dashboards to separate those different sections, which was just to separate my daily from my notes and my weekly. Did want to add in those little bits of decorative stuff, of decorative things. So I also went to Office Depot and I purchased a pack of vellum sheets, the clear color. I had no idea vellum came in different colors and all of this stuff. I really didn't. I don't know. For shame, I don't I don't know. But as far as like the vellum sheets, I really wanted that look, because I love the way it looks when other planners have the vellum sheet on top of another sheet, and it just makes that spot pop a little bit, but it's not too much. So I really wanted to do that. So I went ahead again on Canva, created a design, put it together, printed it on vellum sheets, punched them, and popped them in my planner. So yeah. All right, so that will do it as far as explaining how I made the planner and stuff like that. If there is something that I did not answer for you that you want to know about, just go ahead and drop a comment and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. All right, so remember when I told you guys that I was going to show you my oopsie moment? This was my oopsie moment. So everything was good on here. This was my oopsie. Do y'all see that? This is the advice that I have if you want to make your own planner. Make sure your front and back thing is the right way so that the sheet that's supposed to be on the front is on the front and not the back. So yeah, this was my oopsie moment. This printed on the back. This printed on the back of this sheet, which is why when you saw in my new planner, I added a 2023 to go to the back of this. That way this could be on this side and then this could be on the back of the March page. Does that make sense? But yeah, this was my oopsie moment. Like, look at that. It's crazy. Now this one came out right. So April came out fine, but then you get to May. So yeah, that's when I decided to go ahead and figure out, because at first I was always going to put a monthly sheet in my thing, but I didn't know exactly quite where I was going to do them at first, until I came up with the solution. But yeah, so just again, make sure you double, triple, quadruple check just to make sure that everything is done and laid out the way that it is supposed to be. Okay, y'all, so with that being said, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram at her.disorganized.plans. Please check out my website, herdisorganizedplans.com, for free printables and free covers and all of that stuff. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. All right, bye.